What is up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video. I have not been active the past couple of days, to be honest. It's really annoying because I was starting to get into a really good groove, as you guys know, in terms of like uploads and fitness, and I got like a bad stomach ache and migraine, but I'm feeling better now, and we are back in action with this Walrein Virizion Tangrowth line that I decided to run on stream, and it put in some good work, and it has set us up for Legend. And by the way, I gotta give a shout out to Henry for the title thumbnail of this video, because it's a theme that he likes to do. It's like, we're going blank hunting, and this video Tangrowth is going Charizard hunting. So shout out to Homeslice, because I know he likes to use that that type of title and thumbnail often. And one cool thing about Tangrowth, not only does it look very funny and it's fun to use, but if they're a little bit slow or hesitant to counter swap, for example, a Charizard into your Tangrowth, you're going to be able to take back swap. I think Charizard has to double bait in order to, they have to be quick, and if they go straight Blast Burn, you're going to outpace anyway. So they have to bait and they have to be quick. Otherwise, you're going to just outpace them to Rock Slides, which one-shot the Charizard. So you're going to see multiple Tangrowth versus Charizard matchups in this video. Most of them, I think, end up going our way. I think one Charizard got the better of our Tangrowth. But here we are. We decide to swap in our Walrein here and just go straight for the Earthquake since we had a head start. Also, the Aurorus would have had to expend a Meteor Mash. Oh, no, wait. It's Rock Throw. I actually... Not only did I not realize in the battle it was Rock Throw, I did realize here in the commentary as well that was Rock Throw until the very end. Spicy Rock Throw Aurorus. And we get the win. Oh, man. Why was I turning on my flashlight? I don't know. But it's on to the next battle. And we get a Giratina as the lead. Walrein, pretty good versus this. Swaps in Sandslash. We're looking pretty good here. We're looking pretty good. And I think something ends up happening this game that goes wrong, that we use for our strategy moving forward. I go for a Sacred Sword here. It's going to be double super effective. We actually grab a shield. So I'm going to shield back. I want to maintain my alignment. I don't want Tangrowth lined up against Giratina. I think I could have overfarmed there a little bit more, so a bit of a misplay. We take it out, and check out what happens here. So I probably should have realized in the moment that Alolan Sandslash is not a very good safe swap. So whatever's in the back is probably also pretty dang weak to the same things that counter A-Slash, for example, counter users or fighters. So I probably should have preserved my Virizion. Unfortunately, I did not. And now we're in a matchup. It's the one shield scenario. Tangrowth against Obstagoon, and Obstagoon just with counter and a stab move, with Night Slash, is just going to be able to do a lot more damage here, and it's going to be tough for our Walrein to overcome. We get a shield with the Rock Slide, and you're probably wondering at this point, why the heck, Rise, are you running Rock Slide Sludge Bomb on your Tangrowth? I thought it would be fun, and the main reason is to hit Virizion, so I'm not completely walled against it. If I'm ever in that situation where I swap Tangrowth and they swap Virizion. Unfortunately, not very many Sludge Bombs ever landed on Virizion. And now we're in an awkward spot. We lose CMP here. Brutal. And I'm debating, do I shield the Cross Chop or do I save it for the Ancient Power? I didn't even know what to do. Gonna go for an Icicle Spear here. Doesn't even KO. In comes Gear. I'm gonna have to eat an Ancient Power, which is not gonna feel good. Ancient Power chunks. Looks like it definitely does more than a Cross Chop. So arguably should have saved my shield for this. But you could also argue if I take the Cross Chop, I'm probably in double Dragon Claw range anyway. Or so. Icicle Spear comes through. Doesn't quite do enough. And despite getting a good lead and a good swap, we were countered in the back by the Obstagoon. So we make a note of that. Make a mental note. And we tried to remember that going forward. If we're in that situation again, where it's Walrein versus Gira, and they swap in something that lures out our Virizion, we want to try and preserve that Virizion. So I'm pretty sure in these two sets, you'll see a similar situation, and we are able to play it differently. Looking for the next battle. Who we got? Zico. And Magnezone. Tough lead for our friend Walrus. We're going to safe swap Tangrowth. And look at this. We're met by a Gyarados, a Shadow Gyarados. This is pretty good because we're going to be able to outpace since we got this head start on energy. And look at these Vine Whips are actually chunking a little bit to the point where it's approaching Rock Slide range already. I decide, you know what? I'm actually going to no shield because if I can get both shields, I can threaten the Magnezone with an Earthquake from my wall range. So I figured, you know what? I'm actually okay just grabbing both shields here. And we're going to farm up some extra with Wall Rain. And unfortunately, we get debuffed by the crunch here, and I make a misplay. I throw it like the worst possible time. I end up CMPing and losing CMP on the crunch, so I should have thrown one earlier. Rough misplay by me. Just taking unnecessary damage. I end up undercharging, getting a few more Powder Snows, and then I get off this Earthquake against Magnezone. And I thought they would swap out, but apparently not. It's going to be Virizion with a shield against whatever's in back, and look at this. It's a Shadow Dragonite. Is Stone Edge gonna be enough to one-shot the Dragonite? Come on, Virizion. Stone Edge is a terrific move. Bang! Knocks out the Dragonite. And we get a nice win. GG's there. Could have played it a little better. And also respect to the opponent for a very spicy team. Very spicy team. Magnezone, Shadow Gyarados, Dragonite. What the heck, dude? Double Charm would definitely be tough for that team to overcome. And also, after this Ultra League video, we will transition to more Master League. I know Master League just came out yesterday. Or Master League Premier Classic, MLPC, just came out yesterday. And the Open Master League has been going. And our friend Semi of the channel submitted us a very spicy Master League team. So I'm probably going to do that tomorrow for Spicy Saturday. And here we go. Not sure why it's taken me so long to find an opponent. But here we are. Napalm range. We already queued against them, I think. I think they were... Or not. Oh, no. This was the first time we queue against them. I think we queued against them again later in the day. So we're in a good spot here. And remember what I just said. Keeping in mind what happened in that previous game where we kind of just allowed our Virizion to go down, and then we got countered by the Obstagoon in the back. We decide this game we're going to keep Virizion around. We're going to expend a Protect Shield against this Snorlax, and now we're going to go for the Stone Edge here. Stone Edge going to chunk Gira, and I'm going to try and get out of here and swap into Tangrowth. This way, I'm pretty much just using Tangrowth here as a meat shield to absorb all this damage, because my opponent knows, like, if he swaps out here, then his Gira is going to be aligned with my Wall Rain. So he's just staying in with Gira. And I'm going to hope that whatever health I can preserve with I was able to preserve with my Virizion will be enough to overcome what's in back. And it's actually an Alolan Golem with Rock Throw. What the heck, dude? Rock Throw, Alolan Golem. Oh my goodness gracious. So maybe we didn't need to preserve it. Maybe we would have been fine either way. But now we have all this energy. Golem has to shield. Get off the first Sacred Sword, get off the second, and then we're going to dip out of here, I would presume, to not allow this Golem to farm us down. We swap. It's in Icicle Spear range. We shield this because even if it's a Rock Blast, it'll probably do more than anything the Giratina could throw at us. Get off the Icicle Spear right away. No messing around. Don't want to take any extra Rock Throw damage. And Gira's pretty low. So Wall Rain asserting dominance. Walruses beat dragons. You heard it here first. Walruses beat dragons. Do they beat ghosts? Sometimes. Depends on the ghost, but they beat ghost dragons. And we're searching for the next opponent. Here we go. Battle starting. And it's Madaro. 835. Warren versus Virizion. Not a great matchup. So I'm going to play this kind of cheeky. I throw at 7 for proper timing. I'm going to chip and dip. Little Tostitos action. We chip. We swap in Tangrowth, and the Virizion's going to unload some energy here. Hit us with a Stone Edge, which tells me, okay, maybe they're running Leaf Blade. In comes Aurora, so we're going to get off a Rock Slide here for some potentially valuable chip damage. We land the Rock Slide. Unfortunately, we're going to get outpaced here. And Aurorus is scary. It's going to be tough for us to, like, double kick down. But I think we kind of have to come in. Here. We're going to go for the farm down. And we unfortunately don't get the farm down before another Weather Ball comes in. So, going to have to eat a Weather Ball on Virizion. In comes the opposing Virizion. Go for Sacred Sword. It should be just about in Sacred Sword range. Sacred Sword knocks it out, and it's an Avalugg in the back. Avalugg in the back, and here's what I'm thinking. Like, he kind of has to shield these Sacred Swords. They're double super effective, so I am going to end up investing a shield here. And my Sacred Sword, I'm just going to throw instantly, will get his final shield. And then my Walrein can safely come in and go for the Earthquake. I should live a Rock Slide from Avalugg. If it gets there, they're aware of that. So they decide to top left. Nice win there. And that is a 4-1 set, I believe, as we slowly climb to Legend. I'm actually currently at like 2964. And once again, I was just feeling like really under the weather today. And I just kind of rested. I haven't been taking my athletic greens. You know, I think I got to get back on those athletic greens, those nutrients in the morning. I've been eating pretty good, checking my calories, but unfortunately, maybe I haven't been getting enough like greens or vitamins. And here we are against A9. Charm 9 is definitely tricky for our team because it kind of beats everything. I don't know if it necessarily beats Tangrowth with Rock Slide, since Rock Slide can two-shot it. In comes Ampharos, so this is good for us. And, bro, Ampharos is such a pest because now with Brutal Swing, like, you don't know if I'm completely walling this thing or if it's going to just one-shot me with a Focus Blast. So it's like, what the heck, dude? Do I shield and then I just get hit by a measly Brutal Swing? But it's actually a Zap Cannon, so I can live with that. I can live with shielding a Zap Cannon. I do undercharge this a little bit, but not enough. I don't get any extra energy. I'm going to let this go. I know I can take a move here, and I probably commit to Stone Edge. Yeah, so a nice job here committing to the Stone Edge, guaranteeing I take this out or I get the shield. Sacred Sword, he would live. So we take it out. What's in back? It's a Magnezone. I was a little bit slow to react there, but Rise, why are you coming with Walrein into the Magnezone? Because Magnezone has to expend a Wild Charge here to knock out my Walrein. So I'm literally just being a pest here and chipping away with Icicle Spears, knowing that Magnezone has to throw a debuff move, a self-debuff move, to knock me out. And then I'm going to come in with Tangrowth, Tang Money, and it'll be in Rock Slide range now. Not going to bother shielding anything here until I absolutely have to. Magnezone does have quite a bit of energy, so might be able to put up a fight here. Rock Slide grabs the final shield, and Magnezone's going to keep fighting until the bitter end, but I think Tangrowth has this one. And look at Magnezone, dude. Actually, showing its prowess with how hard that Wild Charge hits. I was going for the Sludge, but my opponent top lefts before we can land the Sludge. Would have been a fun BM. I think it would have KO'd because I was I 1 or 2 times debuffed? I forget, but he was 4 times debuffed. He was max debuffed. Nice little win there. And we keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. You know, I've heard with like these self-driving cars and self-driving technology, like the trucking industry might be in danger. That'd be kind of scary. It's a huge industry. Random side topics during videos with Chris. And here we go. The thumbnail. The moment you've been waiting for. Tangrowth. Met by Charizard. Met by its match, perhaps you may be thinking. Rise. This is a fire flyer against a grass type. You are totally screwed. Well, let's see about that. I actually forget what happens in this match. I don't know if this is one where we actually do lose. Rock Slide grabs the second shield. Are we going to get double baited here? Oh no, I let it go. I call the claw. And now Charizard is forced to throw again. So we're going to shield this claw because now we can take back switch advantage by landing the Rock Slide and lining our Virizion against the Obstagoon. So how about that? Tangrowth winning the 2-shield scenario against the Charizard. This, I think, was a misplay. I think I'm better off just going directly into Wall Rain, but I figured maybe land the Stone Edge here. But now this is super awkward, right? Because if I simply just take out A9, allow Goon to get a huge counter down, I feel like I'm screwed. So what I do here is kind of crazy. I stop tapping. Luckily, I wasn't visually lagging, so I can actually see that my opponent is still tapping. Weather Ball lands. We're just in a standoff. And then I'm like, okay, enough time has passed where I can double Icicle Spear and get out of here. That rhymes. Icicle Spear 1, Icicle Spear 2. Obstagoon has 2 counters, plus whatever it had earlier. And the Icicle Spears should get it into Sacred Sword range. Just gotta hope this wasn't enough for a hard-hitting move. It's just a cross chop. And Sacred Sword actually wins CMP. I don't know if that cross chop would have quite taken us out. Might have barely lived it, but it was awfully close, and we get the win there. Get the win, overcoming the hard counter lineup, right? Like Obstagoon into Wall Rain, Charizard meets the Tangrowth, hard counter, and then what was in back A9. So yeah, on paper they kind of hard countered us, but that Tangrowth overcoming the Charizard won us that game. Now we skip ahead a bit, up a little too far. Oh, baby, I remember this battle. This guy's a savage, running Poison Jab Roserade. And he's staying in, which tells me he might be double soft, double weak to the Wall Rain. So I might be inclined to save the Wall Rain if possible. I know he has to throw here, so I actually catch my Tangrowth. And we catch a Leaf Storm, so that works out well. In comes his own Wall Rain. And he lets me get off the Rock Slide, which is kind of helpful. Because this will either grab a shield or do quite a bit of damage. Grabs a shield, and like these Vine Whips are adding up, man. So he's approaching Earthquake range. Probably not quite Earthquake range. So I'm thinking like, what the heck do I come in here with? Obviously he has residual energy, which our Virizion doesn't want to eat. He lets me get this off, which is I think a bit of a misplay. He should have thrown before I got here. Because check out what this allows me to do is catch a spear on my own Wall Rain. So we're just kind of dancing all over the place in this game. Because he overfarmed just a little too much, a little unnecessary. And now, normally this is a bad matchup, right? But with shields down, Wall Rain's about to go to town. Bang! Knocks out the Ampharos, and our opponent decides to top left. He was probably better off safe swapping the Wall Rain and not staying in with the Roserade. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. Like, if I don't make that catch on the Leaf Storm, perhaps he gets a shield advantage and then Ampharos just goes off. But, actually, well, maybe that's just what I'm saying he might have been thinking. Like, Ampharos doesn't really go off against my back line, but... Battle starting. Elite. Oh my... Okay, this is a crazy one, and this is a great one that I think is the last battle. He's running the craziest team you'll ever see. And once again, this is like 2900 elo-ish. These are not like low elo battles. He's running Ursaring Gengar Core. What the heck, dude? I'm like, crap. I'm kind of screwed. The This is like worst case scenario. I shield this when I know he's probably going to punch bait me. And then I should have just thrown right away to guarantee the shield. Now I'm going down 2 shields, bro. I'm going down 2 shields. This is brutal. I throw a Rock Slide here just to make sure that I can get a shield back or take it out. And I lost track. I'm like, please, for the love of God, don't be a Sludge Bomb or a Shadow Ball. It's just a punch, so we live. So we are able to take back Switch. In comes Ursaring. We're going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. Let's see how much Sludge Bomb will do. Bang. Come in Virizion. And at this point, I'm like, wait a sec. Is this going to be a return, a close combat? No. It's a play rough. Bang. Does a ton of damage. But it's a Lick Obstagoon. It's a Lick Obstagoon. Probably one of the very few things in the back that our Virizion could have beaten in that situation after taking the play rough. And elite top lefts for an absolutely amazing amazing close. And I lied to you all. We had one more battle, and look who it's against. Napalm Range, who we battled earlier, who had the Giratina, Shadow Snorlax, and a Alolan Golem. Walrein into Gira. We swap this guy. And top left. He was having a rough time maybe that day. Or maybe he just knew it was unlikely for him to pull out a win against the unlucky team comp. So GG's. 5-0 set, bro. 5-0 set. You know, we only had one Charizard being hunted in this video. So maybe I have to... Nah. I'm still gonna make it. Because that was one of the more entertaining battles, too. Overcoming the hard counter city. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. That said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.